Because the thing is, someone produced this. Someone took actual resources and spent them on this. And I am just here to say, I feel like that shouldn't have happened. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gita Marie and today is another anti-haul video because my feed on basically every social media platform currently is about cool nifty gadgets that you can buy that will make your life better, easier, just more aesthetically pleasing, and I am through with it. I've been through with it for quite some time, and I think one of the best ways to combat that we need new stuff, we need innovation, we need to elevate ourselves, we need to reinvent ourselves feeling that we get when we go on social media is if we also contribute with an alternative narrative. So today I'm going to react to 10 Amazon must-haves that I don't necessarily think that you need. I'm going to share my factually correct and objective opinion that's just always right. And whether you agree or disagree, comment down below and let me know what you think about these things. Or if you have an alternative, if you have a way of doing things that are more sustainable, let me know down below and let's inspire each other. Anyway, let's get to it because the first one has been bothering me for a while. This is someone upgrading their Kindle experience. I did not know you needed so much crap to read a book, but alas, here we are. Do I understand that you want to be comfortable and cozy and just like cuddle up with a good cup of tea and a blanket and read your book? Absolutely 100% agree. But I think my main critique of this type of content, and as well and more specifically so this type of product, is that it all needs to match a certain aesthetic and a vibe. It's so easy to sell. You want to join this Friday night in? Absolutely. And I will also be guessing that all of these things are available on the storefront for that particular content creator. Now, no hate to individual content creators, y'all are playing the game, but I think it's time to stop. And I feel like the upgrading X, Y, and Z part or experience of our daily lives, even if they're tiny, tiny microscopic parts of our lives, they don't need to be upgraded and optimized and made to be this. It's very appealing, but it's very unnecessary. And I think it's important to take a step back and realize you don't necessarily need to upgrade that experience. Like if you sit down with a blanket and a good cup of tea or like a hot cocoa, you put on some soothing background music and you read your Kindle, that is an amazing upgraded experience. You don't need this stuff to have that. Anyway, now this is an ad I got on Facebook and I feel things. So first of all, it's bad-mouthing just the regular cloth. Why? How do you dare? This is once again one of those things where I feel like we're just trying to innovate a practice that is very functional and simple, and we're trying to innovate not necessarily because the thing needs changing, but more so because any kind of small tweak and change to something will be a new product that you can put on the market and profit off of. Often these things are built so poorly. They are such poor quality and they will break. And then you'll just have an absolutely useless product that you wasted your money on. But if a cloth breaks, now I have two here, the butter spreader and the butter cutter. First of all, might just say, I am from Denmark. I am from the northern part of Europe, Scandinavia. We don't have butter in sticks, so this product, first of all, is very targeted to, I assume, an American demographic. I don't know what butter packagings are elsewhere in the world, but in Nordic countries, in northern parts of Europe, I've never seen butter in sticks. Here they do not come in sticks, they come in bricks. So you would have to cut the butter into shapes that fit, which would mean there would be excess butter outside. So first of all, this is not targeted towards me, clearly. Is there a mobility special needs argument to be made here? As I don't have mobility issues myself, it can be a little bit difficult to sort of imagine what kind of needs you would have if you couldn't spread butter on toast by yourself. I do keep that in mind, so let's just add that in between my snarky remarks. Wouldn't a spoon and a soft butter variation be more convenient than this? I wonder. Am I seeing this content specifically because I'm making these videos? Probably. But I would say that some of these products are not being promoted only as, wow, you need to try this is super convenient, try it, it's good. Some of this is also just pure rage bait. I think these products exist with the intention of being seriously sold to people, but I think a lot of the content creators that share videos like this, where you sort of see these products being used really briefly, I think it's rage bait to get people in the comments to be annoyed of the fact that these products exist. And to that note, I am definitely falling into the trap of just being incredibly enraged by it. So in that way, they're working. I'm seeing that being a reality, but a lot of these content creators also have Amazon storefronts where they simply make these rage-inducing videos, but then they also depend on you shopping via their links. I feel like encouraging your followers to buy shit they don't need, that's incredibly poor quality and just inherently unsustainably, unethically made, but also just sheer bullshit. It seems bad. The best way I can say it without getting demonetized, so sorry. So I've talked about different types of reusable straws on my channels quite a few times. There is a specific dedicated video. It's a little bit old, but all the point still stands, and I'll link that down below if you're interested. So yes, straws generally speaking aren't really that necessary unless you have special needs and disabilities, but a lot of people use straws. As do I. And no, to me they aren't necessary at all. I got all my reusable straws back when I started Zero Waste, and now that I have them, I might as well use them. So I primarily use aluminium or glass. Those are my go-tos. I know that if you have special needs, disabilities, if you have muscle spasms, etc., using straws like that is incredibly dangerous. So using a reusable silicone straw that is bendable and that is soft is a lot better for you. Now, my critique of this straw specifically is that first of all, they sort of imply that it's always super mucky and gross when you clean out your stainless steel straws, as they do in the little clip. It doesn't have to look like that. I also just pop mine in the dishwasher with all my other stuff. So I feel like that's misrepresenting the other alternatives. So if you're making the point that some straws still have grimy stuff in it, couldn't you make the same point for the foldable silicone straw, which you can also pop in the dishwasher, obviously. But I want to anti-haul this because you don't have to create an artificial situation, the grimy bits in a stainless steel straw that's very easily preventable, in order to sell your product. I feel like it's giving infomercial. This is extremely as seen on TV cool. I don't appreciate the create a problem, create a solution marketing strategy. So this is a burger holder, so you don't get greasy fingers when you hold your burger. There's nothing wrong with this product. This is sheer perfection. Or what kind of person paying taxes needs this? Because the thing is, you might already have napkins, plates, cutlery. I am not above cutting up a burger with cutlery. You can see me do this on any given day. And you're getting your takeout burger and you're excited about it. You throw away the paper that it came in and then you pick up your burger holder. I love the idea of throwing away one solution simply to use a new solution that required more resources. And that honestly, looking at this, is less convenient. But I'm not gonna yuck anyone's yum. No, that's a lie. No. That being the yum of Jeff Bezos. So this thing is a whole ass product that you already have by dripping a few drops of water on your food and placing another plate or bowl on top of your plate when it goes in the microwave. Same thing, 2 plates, that's it. Why we are still falling for this is absolutely beyond me. So I recently saw someone on TikTok go, have your parents also fallen into the Temu trap? The Amazon trap, like buying things, especially like signs, things with letters on them. I've seen a lot of this type of stuff where you could argue, well, it's really nifty to know whether or not it's clean or not. First of all, some dishwashers will tell you. Second of all, if it's clean, you can simply just open it a little bit because that's also really beneficial, sort of letting all the steam out. It's better for the dishwasher. So just keep it a little bit open, and if you're in doubt whether or not it's clean or not, you can just take a peek. Does this product have the biggest carbon footprint of all time? No, it does not. It's not the main issue. In this video, we're not criticizing the main issue, we're criticizing hundreds of small symptoms of the big issue. Because the thing is, someone produced this. Someone took actual resources and spent them on this. And I am just here to say, I feel like that shouldn't have happened. How did being that girl go from being someone who just takes really good care of herself to just someone who shopped at an Amazon storefront from an Instagrammer? Because buying kids aesthetically pleasing stuff like this does not make you that girl. It makes you that sucker. I'm not saying it's not a good idea to have a sleeve for your laptop or to have compartments for your things. It's just that building the whole idea and vibe around like being that girl, if you know, you know, around what kind of stuff that you acquire and how aesthetically pleasing it is, you're kind of just missing the entire point. Laptop sleeves are advised also because take care of your electronics. They have a massive carbon footprint. We should be taking care of them. But I fear that what they're promoting is not so much take good care of your electronics and more so signal to the world that you have your life in order because you have your stuff in order. And those two, I can say from experience, it's not the same thing. That girl is currently in her underconsumption era. We're not messing with it. I don't know how I am able to tell people that they shouldn't buy their knives on Amazon without getting demonetized. Because knives and generally good kitchen gear is kind of a passion of mine. And like having good quality things that lasts decades is kind of a passion of mine. Buying shit like this, not a passion of mine. Shitting on stuff like this, definitely a passion of mine. So this product sanitizes and dries your knives when you put it into the holder.
A knife set that disinfects and dries your tools when you're done using them and can cut through the toughest food.
You know what also sanitizes and dries your knives? Soap and a towel, baby. Soap and a towel. I feel like you can make an entire video about the internet's obsession with things being sterile, sanitized, disinfected, like that kind of obsession where you need this in your kitchen. Unless you have a very serious immune disorder, you don't need to disinfect everything in your house every day. Even if the disinfectant part was not a part of this product, I would say don't buy your knives from Amazon. Also, I really want you to pay attention to this clip.
And can cut through the toughest food.
Watermelon's not a tough food. I don't even know what this costs, but I'm just gonna say it looks cheap as fuck. Anyway, buy a really good knife. A good knife is typically a little bit expensive because the materials and the craftsmanship that go into it takes resources, effort, skill. But if you have a good knife, you will have it for the rest of your life. You will never need to buy it again. And stuff like this, my guess, you would keep buying it all the time. And why settle? The last one. Now, I don't have a garden myself, but I do definitely have opinions. I have an entire video on the impact of lawns, so it's very dear to my heart. Now, a garden with just a lawn is a tomb for biodiversity. Nothing can thrive there. There are tons of small animals and microorganisms that they need to be present in an ecosystem, and your yard is an ecosystem as well, or at least it should be, in order for that ecosystem to thrive. And when we take the leaves and we put them into the bin like this, we remove any kind of opportunity for those microorganisms to thrive. It's actually a much better idea to just leave the leaves be, let them decompose, let that ecosystem actually do what it does best. But we're so obsessed with having a lawn that looks perfect, which is something that goes back to the 1800s in France. The lawn is historically meant to advertise to neighbors and like people, peasants, that you have so much land that you don't need to spend it growing food for your survival. You can spend it on nothing, and that shows how wealthy you are. So that's the idea of the lawn, and it's sort of just become the standard practice for households and villas, and I hate it. It's fine to have a patch of grass where you can have a picnic or you can have a little table set, but like these massive lawns where we don't even want leaves on them, I don't understand. I don't understand because it just hurts the environment. Now we're also just spending energy getting rid of leaves, even though simply letting them stay there would do the trick as well. So I wouldn't buy this, also because the product is stupid, look at it, but simply also for the practice that it symbolizes or that it encourages. Please let me know if you have any thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. And as always, if you see something that's just needlessly frustrating, a product that shouldn't exist, let me know, tag me, send it to me on social media, ruin my day, because then in a few weeks I'll ruin yours. Thank you so much for watching, have an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time. Take really good care of yourselves. Until then, bye. Thank you so much for watching this video, and also a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys help me create green, zero-waste content, and I love you guys. You can find the links to my social media accounts down below and the link to my Patreon on this screen. Bye!